as adults.
Oh my goodness.
Or
Baby.
it is pretty.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is DeAndrea, and this is the Saros. I am his mom, and this is our podcast, the Autistic Movement Podcast. Okay, we want everybody to join, um, sign up, like, share. This podcast is for the parents of the autistic community to ask questions, or if they just need to speak to someone about what they're going through right now, or questions about their kiddos, uh, adults, and children. So that's where we are right now. And the series, this is really his podcast. So we're here forever. Okay, we're here forever. We're not leaving or anything. And this is truly, honestly, for the good of our community. Okay. So again, we're not blowing smoke up your butts. Okay. So this is, like I said, this is truly here to help our community. So yes. Again, this is the Sarah's my son. Say something, baby.
Hello, my name is Cesaros, and I am 26 years old. This is a mother and son podcast. This is to help autistic adults and parents who have autistic children or adults.
And the adults can ask you questions in
Yes.
regards to their children.
Yes.
And um, the adults, if you need someone to speak with, I am here. Okay. I can answer your questions because Sarah's 26 years old and I've been going through this for a long time. Old school. Okay. So now we have some programs and big organizations, but the big organizations, um, if you're getting help from them, great. But if not, this is what we're here for, okay? Because you're not getting what you need, all right? So for our community, we want to build everything that our community may need on a grand scale. This is not just for one state, it's for all of the states. So again, and tonight we're going to talk about. So we've talked about quite a few subjects. So hopefully you'll go into all of them, and it may be enlightening for you, at some point. So, but we're here, and we're very serious about this. We also have fun with this program. Not program. We also have fun with our movement. Okay. Program seems like it's just a short something. Okay. But with the movement, it's gonna be huge, epic, and it's also gonna be as big as we possibly could make it. Okay. So we're looking for all of our community to back us in what we're doing and get it done. All right. So tonight, our podcast is in regards to autism and marriage. Okay. Go ahead.
Autism can impact express. It can impact various aspects of a person's life, including their relationships and marriage. It's important to approach the topic with sensitivity and recognize that individuals with autism have unique have unique experiences and challenges. Here are a few considerations regarding autism and marriage. It says communication difficulties are common among individuals with autism. They may have challenges with understanding social cues, expressing emotions, or interpreting nonverbal communication. Effective communication strategies such as clear and direct communication, patience, and empathy can help both partners understand each other's needs and perspectives.
Okay, so I kind of agree with that, but I don't know. I've seen autistic young adults around each other, and if they both have that great feeling for each other, I think the communication and the verbalization, it would not be challenging to them, because if they get that far in a relationship, uh, yeah, that would not be a problem. But initially meeting, okay, together, of course they're gonna have that maybe awkwardness about themselves, but most of the disabled community, not just autism, but most of the community, at least the community that has a disability, okay, are maybe affected, but neurotypical people are just as awkward around each other as anyone else. If you'll look at the show Married at First Sight, okay, so that would be initially like disabled people meeting for the first time. To me, I've seen the awkwardness on that show. I looked at the show, and since it's a reality show, so that's what I can go by. And even the other shows that I've looked at, about relationships and reality and relationships and things, it's the same thing. This is nothing different that I can see. Okay, there's nothing at all different. Maybe it takes longer for uh, autistic people to, let's see, what's a good word for it? It takes longer for them to kind of form together, form within each other, but you know, it takes longer for them to establish themselves financially to be able to get married, things like that. But they are able to lead a normal, well, not normal, but they're able to live a good life. So I don't see anything wrong with that at all. It just depends on. I mean, we're talking about. It says here marriage. It says here nonverbal. So and then they want you to have empathy for each other. Is that because maybe autistic kids are so blunt when they speak?
Maybe.
But if someone else, a girl, this series, was blunt like you are, wouldn't you understand it?
Yeah,
Because you rather for it to be out there,
yes.
or you would rather for, in other words, the autistic people, they have a They have an honesty.
Right.
Okay, it is what it is. That is their honesty. They're gonna honestly tell you what they feel. If you ask them, okay, just look for it. Okay, but me myself, I would prefer for someone to be honest with me than to be dishonest with me. Okay, I'm not saying that they don't know how to lie or anything, but if they don't want to, they would rather for you to get to know who they are initially. Okay, so the bluntness is going to come because that is them. All right, but it at least it's not two people just smoozing over each other and not really finding out if they're compatible or not. Because I would say they would know. So the series has never dated an autistic girl. Um, so there were two girls. Well, no, I take it back. He's dated one autistic girl and one neurotypical girl, but uh, he was very young. Okay, so I don't know what I want to say dated, but it's just a regular, like they're in school and oh no, you've had three. Oh my bad. Okay, so uh, so it was the school thing, and because after school the series became very serious, and just like this is the very serious thing. So he's been working for a while towards this. Okay, he has been working. I would say right before you got out of school, you started working. He's been working on this for the past, let me see, you're 26 now, the 18, 6, 7, you've been working on this for 8 years. Okay. So now we're here and he has a lot to offer you. I do as well because this is what we've been working towards. Okay. So yeah, so that's my take on it. Okay. And you're not going to find very much empathy, at the starting out by them getting to know each other because they're very honest they're very honest people. Okay, so if two people can make it past that, try to understand one another, or just really want to get to know each other, it could be done, and they can have a beautiful life. Okay, and no telling what they may do or invent or come up with. Okay, so because they're very smart creatures. Okay, okay, let's see here. Sensory sensitivities. Many individuals with autism have sensory sensitivities, meaning they may be more sensitive to certain stimuli like noise, light, or touch. It is true. I have seen this with my own eyes. Okay. The series is very sensitive to noise, light, and touch. So, yes, it is crucial to create a comfortable environment and be mindful of sensory triggers that may cause distress. Understanding and accommodating these sensitivities can help reduce stress and improve the overall well-being of both partners. Okay, so yeah, I agree with that about the sensitivity. The sensitivities, I agree because if I would think that an autistic person would be more open to someone who understood them. Okay, to know their sensitivities, just different things. to know their sensory triggers, and respect that. And the two people, like autistic people, they have they are very sensitive in those ways, noise, light, touch, colors, things like that. And so when they find, two people find each other in the autistic community, they are able to establish themselves with one another, you know, have something to talk about, what they like, what they don't like, So, yeah. And there are some very extremely smart people in the autistic community. So, please try to understand that. Go ahead, Sarah's routine and structure.
Routine and structure. People with autism often thrive in structured and predictable environment. Establishing routines and maintaining a predictable schedule can provide a sense of stability and help manage anxiety. Open communication about plans and changes can also be beneficial to avoid unnecessary stress or confusion.
Go ahead, what's your take on that?
I think, yes, I do have routine and it does help me to manage anxiety and
Well, the series established his own routine. I think the best thing for parents to do is really look at your child, and if they need help, uh, forming a routine or something, that is fine. But if you just look at them, I would say that some of them would just form their own routine. They know when they want to go to bed. They just have their own routine, like the series. He had this thing about going to bed at 9 o'clock. Okay, this is when he was in school. So then after that, he would stay up later and later and later, but he was working on this business. He's been working on this business for a very long time. So it made, like it's music, just everything. And it made him stay up late, like 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. But what can I say if he's doing something, since he was doing something right? So I would say the best advice I can give you parents as far as that's concerned, you got to look at what your child is doing. Okay. They are smarter than what you think they are. Okay. And then with the high functioning, they will let you, and I do mean this, they will let you baby them for a certain time, and that is it. Okay. Even I think that even on the moderate, or even the low functioning, they let you know what they want and what they don't want. Okay, and as long as they're not doing anything that's way outside of the realm, or even a little bit outside of the realm, okay, let them do their thing. All right, you may be surprised at what they're doing. Uh, just just be on the watch for that. Okay, let's see where we're at now. Emotional support.
just
Okay, emotional support plays a significant role in any marriage. Okay, and this is no different for couples where one partner has autism. Both partners should be supportive and understanding of each other's emotional needs. This may involve being patient during challenging moments, seeking professional help when needed, and fostering a nurturing and accepting atmosphere in the relationship. Okay, You want to go before me?
Uh, I think that yeah, I think that emotional support is beneficial. I think if, even when both of the parents are autistic or partners are autistic, like they do need emotional support.
Okay. Uh, of course I agree. But let me go on to say this. Okay. There's a show on TV based on autism. And that the show is fun to watch. But I think only maybe 10% of it has anything to do with autism. Okay? So what do you say to Sirius? Especially about he just got married, the relationship that he's going through, and
Those,
things like that. I don't know where they're going to pick up from that. Okay?
I, yeah, I think that the show does not represent autism. It does not represent most autistic individuals.
In a good way, bad way.
In a in a bad way, like the show does not represent most people or who are on the spectrum. The show is made for
It's
people's
made for
entertainment.
TV.
Yes,
It's made for TV. Those are TV people. All right? That is not every day. That is not what they go through.
it
That's not what they go through in a relationship. At least I haven't seen it.
it is made. I think with him being autistic or with the form of autism that he has a rare form of autism. I think that the show is made for people some entertainment. It's not made for. It's not made to understand. It's not made to understand people. It's not made to understand more about people with autism in a general sense.
Okay. And that being said, I don't know. I just it's TV people.
Just,
It's not hey TV people. It's TV people. You're looking at people who go by scripts. Okay. They took a little bit of autism and put in it some of the autism facts and generalized it to where it's made that it should be for everybody. Don't let TV teach you. It's not real. Okay? It's trying to teach you how autism is, and that is not real.
I think that a show could be made of a better sense of autism, but the show may not become successful because it's not. It, it would be more educational and not for entertainment.
Well, is it supposed to be for entertainment?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
We have a very sensitive subject like autism. And this is something that we're trying to really do with the community. And the way that they show autism, we can't really get anything from it. Okay? So that's my take on that. Is this supposed to be a show where it's just all read from a script, few facts taken? No, we need something that is facts, okay? We need something for our community that is real, something that is educational. Go ahead.
I think I think it show needs to have a more a general autistic person who an autistic person that is not a savant or 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 is working at or is working at an unusual job. We need a show that
The
relates to
everyday
autism.
autism person.
Yes,
Okay, so I mean, don't get me wrong, autistic people get really, really good jobs, okay? But even if you was to even look at in the savant world, okay, I don't think that you would find a show that would be I don't think that you would find a person that's based on that show. Stop that, okay? Because it's only going to piss you off because your child, is not a doctor, and things like that. It's just going to piss you off. It's going to, and that we don't need, okay? We need for our community to be built up. That show doesn't help at all. Okay, let's see.
Uh,
Go ahead.
uh, in my book, it is about autism as well. It is about putting them in a environment where they will have to survive off of each other, where they are the only people, but they have to eventually learn how to survive.
Okay. And eventually, what we're doing is we're going to make this a game
Yes.
that our community can have fun with and learn from. So, yeah. And also, my son will eventually have a blog.
Yes.
Is it a blog or a blog? I don't even know what the difference. Either he's gonna have one of those, okay? For the young adults and for the other kids that's growing into the, that young adult as well. So it will be educational. It's just like you said. It's autistic people that have to build upon one another in order to grow.
Yes.
So that's just like our community. Our community, we're trying to get as many people as we can to come in so we can build up and grow. Okay? So this podcast is already about what he wrote, the book. His book is going to be based on the educational game. The book that I will put out will be specifically for parents, okay, of autistic kids. Kind of like I'm just letting you know my story, what I went through. I'm not this perfect mom, and I will let you know all of that. Okay, I have no problems in letting you know all of that. So, and it will be sold in the U.S. Later, hopefully, we can reach the people that are outside of this country, the U.S. To the autistic community as well, because we want autism to be built up everywhere, not just in one state or the U.S., but that's where we are starting. Okay, our podcast is starting from the United States, not from just the state that we're in. No, it's not. So, like I said, we are here. We're not going anywhere. We're just going to keep building and building until we, see significance in the community and where the autistic community, again, based on this series' book, will be building and helping each other. Okay, let's see what we got next. Okay, seeking professional high help. Is that where we are? Yeah. Seeking professional high help. Uh, let's see. You want to read that one? That's the last one.
Yes, seeking professional help. Couples facing challenges related to autism and their marriage may benefit from seeking professional guidance. Marriage counselors, therapists, or support groups specialized in autism can provide valuable strategies, insights, and resources tailored to their specific circumstances.
Go ahead. Tell me what you have to say about that.
I I have that is one thing I have seen on the show that I think that was good. Uh, it, it's that the autistic individual was seeking help from other individuals to understand their
Always.
approach.
But let me ask you this. Would it be better to seek help from other autistic individuals, or would it be better to seek help from neurotypical who specialize in
I,
autism?
I think it depends on the person. Some individuals, some autistic individuals may benefit more from seeking help from their autistic peers, while while the other autistic person may may have more benefits seeking help from a professional.
Okay, but we're talking about a couple,
Yes,
married couple. So I would say, I'm okay. So um, I've had therapy, and so what I go on when you find that person, you're gonna click with that person regardless. Okay, you're going to know if that's the person that is right for you and your spouse. Okay, you're gonna know it's gonna have to be a person that have given you signals. Signals meaning if they can discuss, if you have to sit there and tell them everything, that's a sign that they are not the person, okay? The person that you need is, uh, like they say, if you get someone outside of the community, it's got to be a person that knows what you're going through, not just know some facts about the autistic community. That's not going to work. Okay?
yes.
So they have to know things about you. It's just like, again, we talked about TV people and then uh, if this is a person that's outside of the community, do they really understand autism, or are they just going by facts that they've seen within the community, and it's written down?
I think I think that's good. I think that the person who is outside of the community, they can eventually adapt. Like if they are easily adaptable to living or to being with someone who is like that, like like who is autistic, then I think that it could be beneficial. I think that I think if if they're willing to learn and take the time, be patient with the autistic person, I think that it could be good. If
Mm-hmm.
they are not willing to learn or adapt, then that's not going to be a good relationship.
Right, because we just want the our community who if you are seeking outside help, we just want the therapists out there to understand that you got to understand what autism is. I mean, really, you got to be patient. Okay, you have to be patient, um, because the communication is not going to be like when you have with someone else. I don't think.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I agree with that. Even with the highest functioning autistic person, the communication is not going to be the same as talking to a neurotypical person. It may be more challenging because they are different. Whether
Therefore, it would be a waste of time. It would be a
yes,
waste of their time.
yes,
And the thing about it is that autistic people who are not understood, they shut down real quick.
yes,
Okay? They're going to shut it down, or, excuse me, they're not going to come back. So, if there is good therapy out there that really understand, is really, because they have some therapists out there that is very sensitive, so they can kind of pick up on an autistic person and know their feels and stuff like that. But what percentage is that? I mean, that's like a needle in a haystack. Okay, so
I think I think that just like autistic people have to understand social cues, if their other person is also willing to understand their social cues, and I think that it goes with
well,
it.
I just don't want it to be a shutdown.
Yes,
I don't want it to be a shutdown because they can be, how is it? They could possibly turn them into selective mutism, maybe. Okay, to where they just shut down. They don't understand, and it's going to be hard for them to get their words out. So why would this person go back to you? Because when they shut down, autistic people, when they cut you off, you just you cut off like really, in the real sense of the word. You are cut off.
I think
Okay.
I think the way an autistic person like me, or at least for me, I think that. I think that kind of relationship is not going to benefit me. That's why I would leave a relationship that's like that.
A relationship like what?
Like where the parties are
Well,
not
no, I'm
understanding.
talking about
Yes.
the therapist right now.
Oh,
You're talking about the person that you're with.
yes,
Okay, so that's why you would go to them
yes,
so that you wouldn't shut them down.
yes,
But just like you shut them down, you would shut the therapist down as well. Y'all are good for shutting people down, like for good. Like, bye, see you. Way later in another life, maybe. Okay? All right. Like on another planet. Okay? Okay, because I know the series. I've studied the series. The series would be around as a kid, and he's just as, he does this as well with these kids. And I would say to Sarah, I said, why don't you invite them over, give me your number so y'all can talk or something. And he was just like, no, this is my friend at school. You know what I'm saying? He will shut people off like that. He doesn't mean to, but that's his way. Okay? So he'll keep this group of people that like him. Okay? And thank goodness the Sarah. But anyway, yeah, he'll keep a group of people that like him and at school. And then he'll have someone that But he hasn't had that since school, though. He hasn't had that since school. Since the series has been uh, uh, since from school, this boy has been working very, very hard on his business. Okay, he knew what he was doing, but not necessarily all of the reasons behind it. And here you have it. Okay, just like you said, this is to build people to help build each other up. This is exactly what we have in this community. This is what you will learn your children. You will see your children learn. Okay? So, but anyway, it seems like, let me see what else we have here. Celebrating differences. It is important to appreciate and celebrate the unique strengths and perspectives that individuals with autism bring to a relationship. Embracing diversity and finding joy in the shared experiences can foster a strong and fulfilling marriage. Now, it says here to celebrate the perspectives that individuals with autism bring to a relationship. I think in this instance, they're talking about an autistic person with a neurotypical person. Look, that's good and great, okay? But wow, the dynamics of a neurotypical relationship is crazy. It is crazy. And I don't know who wrote this piece right here, but the people in the parents in the autistic community know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Because they grew up in this neurotypical society that in the relationships, these parents know they would prefer, just like me, would prefer if you went into your own section, okay? That way y'all would understand one another, build up your community, because that's what it's all about anyway. But with the neurotypical coming in, I don't know. This is kind of crazy. Why? Okay? That would be my point of it all. A neurotypical with, it's not going to be like it is on TV. That's all I can tell you. You know, the people out here in this neurotypical community, they don't go by script, and it's not all pretty and roses.
I have read mixed reviews on forums about autistic people with neurotypical people.
Mm-hmm.
Many of the relationships do not work out well, but some of the relationships actually do work out well.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, like one of the forums actually seem positive, although there were some struggles. I think that was it seemed overall positive. It's not going to always be that way.
Needle in haystack, people. Okay, I would bet on more people being together in the autistic community, getting together, forming marriages. I would bet on that first before I would bet on a autistic and neurotypical person.
I think that it can be a mixed bag,
it is a mixed bag.
Yeah, I think autistic people who are with autistic people can also have challenging relationships. It depends on the individual.
But they have more in common too.
Yes.
They have more in common, y'all. We talking about people who have killed people, okay, to get insurance money and stuff like that. Excuse me, but I have to bring it up.
Yes.
Okay, I have to bring it up. All right. So
I think it's that is a possibility with the autistic community as well.
But these are this I see crazy people. Okay. And it depends on what kind of crazy they are.
Yeah, I think that sometimes even the autistic people who are with autistic people, they can have challenges. Like maybe one is mentally different than the other one that is autistic. Like maybe they have different things going on that is not likely to work.
So you would have to find somebody kind of like on your same level, right?
It, if a person is, let's say, like they are negative, or like if the autistic person is not, if they're not in a good state and they're with someone who is also not in a good state, it's not going to help it's not going to it's not going to help both of them at all.
Okay,
But
you have to
but
explain that one because I don't understand. What do you mean if they're not? What kind of state are you talking about? State of mind?
yes,
How?
if they are mentally not in a good state of mind, like that is just who they
How?
are. If it's just who they are, then I think that.
When you say not in a good state of mind, though, I mean, are you talking about somebody hurting the other person intentionally
No,
or unintentionally?
it is mostly unintentionally.
Right.
Like
Okay.
like they're just not a positive. Let's say they're not a positive person, and the other person is a positive person, is not going to help the positive person who is with the person who is not positive. Like as well. If two people who are negative, let's say two autistic people who are not positive, they can actually affect each other even worse off than they would if they were with
So
a.
are there people in the autistic community that are negative,
I mean, socially, it can.
socially awkward? Or we're just talking about negative every day, people staying together and the other person. Well, wouldn't that be a form of depression within the autistic sector?
Yes, I mean, my point is, like neurotypical people can have negative relationships. Also, autistic people can also have negative relationships with each other. Just because they're autistic, it does not mean that they are going to have a positive relationship.
Okay, all right, everyone. So we're going to cut it off there.
Yes.
Okay, going to cut it off there. And Lou, if you are listening in any kind of way, we miss you. Okay, we would like to hear from you. Let us know you're okay.
Yes.
All right. And Frank, if you could just come in and just let us know what the status is. Is there anything else that you would need? We can help you in. No, not a problem. Okay. So if we can offer any kind of support, just we can call places for you or anything like that. So, okay, everyone, thank you so much. All right, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Pretty soon, we're gonna have our documents, and we're gonna start advertising. Okay, so when we start advertising, that's when everything is gonna just really take off. And so we're so forward to looking. We're looking so forward to that. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe, and you need to be here. But things that your child might be going through and you don't know about it. So we talk about everything. And if there's something that we don't talk about, please let us know. And we'll bring it up for the whole community, let everybody get in on it, and just really talk to each other. Let's just talk about this. So one person don't know the next person right now, We don't even know each other until we start forming groups within different cities. Okay, um, and our our goal is for these kids to be inclusive, learning, studying, feeding off of each other, um, social vibes and cues that we don't really understand how to do in the neurotypical community. And, when I think about it, what's wrong with telling a person the truth? Okay? So they're blunt, but boy, do I like them. Okay. I'm, I'm one of those parents, okay? It was at a point where I didn't know what to do, and I went through a lot. Okay, so don't think I'm this fantastic, perfect mom, but and then it came to a point where I was just like, oh my goodness, he's so interesting, you know, and he is, and I don't want his work for this community to go to waste. Do you? Okay. So he is wanting to build this community and have each other to help each other. Yeah. So thank you very much. We're going to stop right there. Thank you so much. And we'll continue this tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. What, Friday? All right. Friday is the weekend. So we'll talk to you then, okay? Thank you so much. Love you, Lou. Love you, Frank. Okay, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much. And you have anything to say, baby?
We appreciate your support, and if others may be interested in the channel, let
No,
them.
not maybe interested. It's not if they're interested. Okay, be interested because this is about you.
Yes.
Okay, so be interested.
Yes.
And yes, we appreciate everyone, but please be interested because you're the reason why we're doing this. All right. If we don't have a future for our kids, if we don't make one now, I don't know what may happen.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Good night.